See if we get this to come up. There we go. Looks like it's connected. Welcome, everybody. This is Dren608 Plays. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is Dren608 Plays. We're playing the Librarian. This was a fan request that I actually do this as a stream rather than as episodes or, series type content. So we just got done dealing with the hyenas that turned into gnolls, kind of thing. And we had looted up everything that we could find here. We had taken out the gnoll team up here earlier. And we were on our way to going to get Karlach, but this is Joaquin's Rest over there. I really don't want to do that without Wyll. Karlach's down here, but I think up here is the toll place. And I really wanted to go. I know there's a bunch of stuff on the bridge there to pick up. I was just basically going to loot up a bunch of stuff, go in and trade with the Paladins of Tyr first, and then I was going to come back and pick up Karlach. And then go up and take care of the Paladins afterwards. And then, depending on where we stand, we probably have to do a long rest to have the confrontation with Wyll. And then there's supposed to be some... yeah, that's the missing shipment. Those are some very nasty gnolls. I'm not sure if I want to do them first or if I want to do the ogres first. So we're going to see what we can see. So that's the general plan, is to kind of come up here to this space up here, because there's a bunch of stuff up here. Before I do that, where am I? Before we do that, there is... I think we already did these.
A crate. Fascinating.
Oh, and then there's a bunch of stuff down here. Did I go down here and get all this? I don't remember if I did this. Alright, let's go around in a circle. I think I did this already. Where is everybody?
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
No time to dally.
Did I mess up?
That's curious.
Bloodstone.
Securing.
That's worth a little bit of money, and then I'm being the
long road ahead.
The botanist that I am. Actually, I'm a... if you don't know the backstory, if this is your first time watching, backstory of this guy is he came from another... The Mind Flayers picked him up elsewhere than in this part of Torel, or even the world of Torel, like a different plane. So I have made it a couple rules that I've made for myself. Number one, I'm going for the Jack of all trades, so I can't respec. That's part of the getting the achievement.
No traps, please.
Fallen warriors, their days of glory long since past.
There are Harper and Druid symbols on their equipment. Interesting pair.
Just got some inspiration from Gale. So we've now got 2 inspiration. Cool. Alright, that's cool. Alright, if we come over here... we can just go up this and go back the way we came. Go past all the knolls. If we come down here, I am probably going to have to swap in a Larian here to do some stuff after we get done with the Paladins of Tyr. I'm not sure who I'm going to take in to deal with them. Because they're very, very tough. Welcome, welcome. Anyway, back to the backstory. So he's from a different plane. He got to the Torel here. Torel? I guess that's how it's pronounced. He got into Faerun. Didn't really know what the heck was happening to himself. Because of his nature of being sort of a scholar and a archivist and maybe a bit of an anthropologist or archivist or archaeologist or whatever, he wants to find out about this world, so he's going to go and try out every profession. Okay? So that's what he's going to do.
Key. Wonder what it opens.
You'll find out. If you didn't know about it, the toll house key is down there. And then there's a toll collector up here, I believe. Yeah. He's got some information on it. Nope, he just did that. Okay. So one of the rules I've kind of made for myself, besides the whole I can't, to get my achievement, I can't add mods and I can't change my class.
That might be worth it.
I'm also going to be reading out all the books that I can find. So if you see me miss something, say something in the chat or let me know in the comments if you're watching this after the live stream, and let me know that I missed something. And I'll see if I can't go back and get it. I want to try and get everything I can read out. I'm not using the wiki to find it all. I probably should, so that I know every place to go and look for a book, but I haven't been doing that. How the heck do I get up here? Oh, I know what I need to go do. First thing I need to do is go up here. There's a waypoint out here someplace. Right? Isn't there? Yes. We found the waypoint. And then there's also some... I thought there's some stuff here. Yeah. Autoconus. We're going to come down this way.
Bodies everywhere. Accidental sabotage.
Yes.
That might be worth a look.
And another mound. Lots of buried mounds around here, so you want to have somebody with halfway decent survival. Because that's the die roll to find the things. Nice arrow. That's cool. Alright. Now if I go up here, I'm going to find a whole bunch of loot, so I'm probably going to have Lazel pick it up. Okay, now on the dead gnolls, it should be me because I'm going to get...
Interesting.
Oh yeah, what was that? What was in there? Did I miss something? Yeah, there was a bunch of gold there. But here, they should all have... Yeah, okay, enough. Autosave is done. Wait, could you let me loot? Because these things... Used to be able to take the spear separately, but it doesn't seem to work anymore. They must have patched that out. Food? I gotta get the food back to camp.
What's in here?
Ugh, nothing I want. Traveler's Guide to the Outer City. Oh, okay. Something for me to read. Oh, there's a wooden trunk back here. Great.
Looks empty.
A severed head and a rib cage. Severed head and a rib cage. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go grab a severed head and a rib cage. I think I'll pass. There's a whole bunch of things on the bridge here that
Looks empty.
cover the nose might be nearby. Yeah. Buckle? Who's Buckle? I don't know, but he's got some good stuff. We'll give this and this. We'll send to Lae'zel. Since I'm pretty useless in a fight, I like to have a lot of arrows. I guess I'm not totally useless. I do have a 12 strength, but for the most part, I'm kind of useless in battle. I'm a support character all the way. Means I always have to have a big burly fighter. I can pass off as a cleric if we need to replace Shadowheart with somebody.
More for me.
All those I can just sell. I don't think there's anything in these vases. Again, the game is tricking you about vases. You'll find almost nothing in any vases around here. Okay. So I've picked up everything I can pick up here. So I can go talk to the Paladins of Tyr, and then we can go get Karlach and take care of the Paladins of Tyr. There's a whole bunch of stuff upstairs, I think. If I remember right, there's a bunch of stuff over here someplace. I do have a book to read. I think there's another book up here. Yeah, there's another book up here. So I'm going to take the soul coin, take the plate. I'm going to pick up the book. I should have a couple things to read now. So let's get into my inventory. We'll do a latest. And as I said, I will be reading the stuff that I can pick up. Didn't I? Yes. So the good godly folk of Faerun. I think I might have read this once before, but... A circular from the Church of Ohgma, Lord of all knowledge, it is stamped with the seal of Rever Fenrir, Most High Lore Master of the Unrolling Scroll Temple in Baldur's Gate. I have not found that temple. I wish I could. Okay, yeah, we read this before. To the good godly folk of Faerun, in the first instance, and in the name of the Lord Binder himself, let me bid you thanks. The realm-shaking events that have since become known as the Second Sundering marked a time of great confusion and upheaval. Gods fell and rose again, lost continents reappeared, and the very weave shook as the plains birthed a new and yet mysterious order. Such chaos is often anathema to Ohgma's sacred pursuit of truth and knowledge. However, with the help of the innumerable first-hand accounts submitted to our agents by good folk all across the continent, the Church is satisfied that an image of these strange years has begun to coalesce. As such, we would kindly ask that no further unsolicited material on this matter be sent to our temples. While all knowledge is of import to the Lord Binder, we are confident that any future plane-shaping events will not be presaged in the shape of tobacco smoke or read in the droppings of the village herd. A new and strange age is upon us. For divine guidance, we humbly bid you to look to your local temple leaders and to forward such relevant materials to them. Yours ever seeking, Brevik Feanor, servant of Ohgma, who's my god. So I like reading that letter from him. And then we have a pleasurable deal. This is an excerpt from the play, A Pleasurable Deal, banned in no fewer than 4 cities for its lewd content. Its scandalous nature led to a number of widely distributed and illicit printings. Narrator. Come here, fair folk, a tale now lost to time. In grief this man well sunk to depths sublime. A gift he sought to win his lady's heart. Our Cambion smiled, for now the game did start. Enter Robert, male tiefling, crying, Carlisle stage right. Flash of smoke. Carlisle. Weep not, young men. Though free your wife has fled, and comfort found in comrade's arms and bed. She licks her lips and cries his name, oh my, and now seek you to be the apple of her eye? Robert, how does a stranger know such things, I ask? Carlisle, I watch you from the shadows, and I see your shame and grief for nature's malady. You seek to win your lady in her bed, to have your name upon her lips instead. Robert, you know my curse, my pain, my grief, my woe. Carlisle, of you I know to seek a larger hoe, to plough fair maid and sow a seed to grow. But lack do ye a mighty horn and mast, with which to guide a maid to bed and fast. And then that's where they stop. They don't go any farther. But you get the idea, I think. Okay. I should probably do this. While I'm in here, I can make that go to wares. I can make this all go to wares. These I want to send to camp. I'm trying to keep the books I can keep. I may sell duplicates and things in the future when I get duplicates of things. I will do that, but for the most part, I think that we can get the gold piece for that, right? I don't think I need that much. I do have a little bit of ability in this. I'll be much better when I get my gauntlets of dexterity, but I won't see those for quite some time. Okay, is there anything in the wooden barrel? No. Okay, I know there's stuff upstairs, but I don't need to go upstairs. I need to go down here because this is sort of a dead giveaway as far as I'm concerned. To go in here and you can walk in here and they just let you loot the place. And if they were really truly paladins, they would be all over me for ripping everything off. And that's the telling thing about So they're just letting me go through and just take everything that's lying about. And true paladins would not let me ransack the place. So that's your first tell that maybe these paladins aren't really what they think they are. Because normally you wouldn't be able to do this with a bunch of paladins standing around. I think I did all these. And then if you come over here, and you zoom in a bit, see, anybody that was actually protecting something would not be letting me just take everything. And they just let me take it all. You know, which just strikes me as, why are you not getting mad about me, like, ransacking everything? And I was like, well, maybe she's just not looking at us, you know? So I get Baldur, and I go over here. Now I know she can see me, and she doesn't care. She just lets me take everything. Which, you know, that's not normal. If you're holed up in a place, you're not going to let people just ransack whatever's in here. I mean, you might let them take the rags, but you wouldn't let them take everything. Like, especially the booze, right? I don't know if I have a burlap sack back at camp, so we'll check. I like to have a burlap sack, a pouch. Welcome, welcome, everybody. This is Dren608 Plays. This is the Librarian playthrough. I'm trying to get the Jack of all Trades achievement, which means level 1 of everything. I will be reading books as I find them. As much as I can. If you see me miss a book, you know there's a book someplace and I mess up and miss it, please let me know in the comments or pop me something in chat. Let me know I missed something so I can try and go grab it. But these paladins here are just letting me take everything on the shelf. Which is just not normal. Okay. So I've taken everything I can in here. Now, I think if I go in here and talk to these guys, along the way, I can actually pick up some more stuff. Pick up the household prayer, pick up the order of the gauntlet, pitcher of beer, plate, check the cupboard out. I get an apple. See, they're not stopping me. They're just letting me go and do whatever I want. Which is really crazy, you know? Even this, he lets me just take it. That, to me, tells me that this is not a normal person. Lets me take the gold on his desk. Lets me ransack behind. You know, normal person would be like, "What are you doing? Why are you taking my stuff?" So I'm kind of like suspicious of these people already, because you shouldn't be letting me just wander around and take everything. There's another book over here. Okay, I have a whole bunch of stuff. Now, technically, I can go up here and ransack everything that's up here, too. So, there's absolutely no reason to just go do this. This is one of the things that I think falls down in the game, is they probably should have made at least a minor, noise about you just being in the house. But they don't seem to care. Which is, no, that's not normal. And Lords of Madness. Read this. Now, if you do this right and you come here first, then you get to understand things. Of all the demon lords, few have made their mark on the world as firmly as Yagnu. Yagnu. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yanagu? Yanagu. Though his ravenous hunger is claimed to be a mindless compulsion, there is nothing mindless about the thorough insinuation of his presence in the world by his chosen, gnolls. But how are gnolls created? First, chosen of Yanu must do as their master wills, kill. A hyena that feasts on the corpse of the chosen's victim, and a gnoll is born of the glutted belly of the hyena. Gnolls thus born are hunger manifest. They ravage any living being, tearing body and bone asunder, leaving behind only bones. They care not for wealth or material gain, only to satiate their hunger. That satiation is itself an offering to Yagnu, funneled directly to him. Some might envy the gnolls for such a tangible connection to their creator god, but that envy would melt to utter terror as soon as the beast's rotting breath and wicked cackles make their way through the dark of night. If you should find yourself the object of knowledge pursuit, burn your corpses, cover your scent, and pray to whoever might aid you, for there is no bribing, begging, or reasoning with hunger incarnate. Very academic. Thank you very much. I will add that to the library. Once I build one. Because I'm the librarian. By the way, the Librarian is also a play on... there were like 3 movies called The Librarian. And the reason why I made my charisma so high is because he had a habit of walking into places he didn't fricking belong. Okay? And people would be like, what are you doing here? And he would just walk in and say, well, I'm the librarian, would be his response. And their answer would be, oh, okay. So I kind of wanted to play on that little shenanigan thing. If I'd have been thinking I could have killed 2 birds with 1 stone, I should have probably started off with a female librarian. You know, get the achievement with a female librarian. I just wasn't thinking when I was creating. I just was like trying to make sure I got the right god and things. And I was thinking of the guy that played in the movie to try and make this guy look something like that. Very, very little. Okay. So I'm going to talk to this guy first. Anders. Oh, Anders.
Who's there? Please, keep your distance. You're welcome to shelter here, but we've grave injuries to tend to.
No, you don't. What is this place?
A toll house, once upon a time. Now a house of respite for those of us burned by a devil. We are Paladins of Tyr,
No, you're not.
Lord of Justice.
No, you're not. You let me
He
just rip
sent
off this
us
place.
after an infernal being, straight out of the 9 hells, hiding in the form of a one-horned tiefling. She slaughtered countless refugees fleeing the Absolute. Yesterday, she butchered an entire family without mercy. We were lucky to survive our encounter with her.
I failed my religion. Bloody heck, I'm good at religion. Wow, that had to be a terrible die roll I made. Where is this
She
devil?
ran toward the river when she saw we were merely wounded, not dead. Down the hill from here.
Okay.
She must pay for her crimes. If you capture her, you will have served Tyr where we could not.
Okay.
This is the sword of justice, blessed by Tyr. I've wielded it since I swore my oath. It's all I have, but it's yours if you stop her. Bring me her head, and Tyr will consider her crimes repaid.
Okay.
May the just God guide you.
No. I can't believe you're a paladin if you just let me rip off this entire house. How can you be a paladin? A paladin wouldn't let me do that. Let's talk to
Very
this
well.
one.
If you want to go poking around in the cellar, be my guest. Plug your nose first, though.
What's down there?
Corpse, half rotted to mush. Must have been down there a 10-day or more.
Yeah. Okay. I know what it is. I already... So can I go raid this first? I don't know. Am I good enough? We can try.
That corpse smells ripe.
Yep.
Enough time for its killer to have moved on.
Oh, where am I?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Okay, jeez. I'm like, why am I blocked by stuff? I need... Oh, okay. Oh, scared myself. All right. I know that there's a whole bunch of stuff down here, so, Lazel,
Assume nothing.
there's a bunch of stuff to grab. Okay, we've done all those crates. Now we go into this corner over here. And this is just because I've been here before. And like I said, for some unknown reason, they didn't... I mean, these guys, if they were real paladins of whatever god, they wouldn't take kindly to me just ransacking the place. And they're just letting me do whatever I want. Which, you know, that raises a red flag for me. How can you be a paladin and just let me rip things off? Now, in my own D&D world, which has been running, by the way, for 45 years? 47 years? I've changed the way paladins work. I used a supplement that has cavaliers in it. All my paladins must be cavaliers, and in so doing, I allow them to be paladins of not lawful good gods. They have to be lawful for whatever god they serve because they're following that god's tenets, but they don't have to be lawful good. Okay, so they can be lawful evil, lawful neutral, or lawful good. Usually, it's more about the chivalry and following the tenets of your religion than it is anything else. So, does this guy have anything? He has a book. The Toll House Ledger. Okay, let's send that to the librarian. I think I have some books to read. Let me eat this. I read the Yagno one. Let's go look in our inventory here. We want to go by the latest. This is the Toll House Ledger. We read the Lord of Madness. Wasn't there another? Order of the Gauntlet, Household Prayer. So we got to start here and come forward. So the Household Prayer. Lathander to light, Seluna to guide, Kelemvor to judge, and passage provide. Yeah, there you go. Nice little prayer. Send that to camp, so I don't try to read it again. Order of the Gauntlet, on matters of law and justice. Good is the absence of evil. It means to seek peace and to enforce it. It means to seek depravity and to denounce it. It means to trust in your God and yourself. For the greatest good of all is called faith. Goodness is not lawfulness. Law is commandment, of God or of mortals. It is the call of authority and the sanction of its opponents. Law is the father of order. To renounce it is to invite chaos, in which there is neither meaning nor life. Law can be corrupted. Lawfulness is not goodness. I say to you, then, that we seek not to be good or to be lawful, but to be just. For what is it to be good, if we cannot define the acts that oppose it? What is it to be lawful, if it is a devil's commands we obey? Justice is the hand that feeds the hungry, and the shield that guards the weak. It is the sword that fells the wicked, and the cloak that warms the indigent. It is for justice that the Order of the Gauntlet stands watch, and it is justice that Tyr and Torm, Helm and Hoare demand. There's your tenets of faith. Yeah, right. Okay, where's my send to camp? There we go. Traveler Guide to Court Coast 4, The Risen Road. I think I might have read this already. These stained, well-thumbed pages fill with traveling advice that seems decades out of date. Those who seek to journey to the coast from the interior regions lying to the east will typically seek out the Risen Road. Running parallel to the river Shyanthar, the Risen Road provides an overland route all the way from Elturel to Baldur's Gate, and has proven tempting to travelers seeking an alternative to the river barges that sail the Shyanthar. A portion of the road, approximately halfway between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, has in recent years developed into an enclave for Seluna. Seluna worship, with a temple of not insignificant splendor lying near the road. Indeed, an entire village, Moonhaven, has developed alongside the temple and can provide food and shelter to weary travelers. Farther east lies the citadel of Moonrise Towers, where a toll is required for onward passage of goods and folk alike. Some are tempted to go off-road in order to avoid the toll. However, bandits and other dangers may cause them to pay a much steeper price. And we'll put that in the camp. What do we got here? Findings of the Hinterlands, new edition. Esteemed reader, While this journal is no stranger to surprising news from the outermost reaches of our fair land, I must warn that this season's edition contains news some might find, in a word, shocking. It might be the cult of the Absolute, reported by our agents in Eltergard, will fade like any other, but reports of alliances between Goblin and Lothsworn Drow, Troll and Drugar, and a particular cause for alarm. The seriousness of the enclosed report is quite unique in our history. Prior to publication, messengers were sent to localities including Baldur's Gate, Scornooble, and Candlekeep. Let us hope these reports are received with the proper gravity for the safety of all. Sincerely, Mingus Etcherly, Editor-in-Chief. Okay. I have a lie. Lords of Madness, we've already read that, so let's just send that to camp. And then the Toll House Ledger, I believe, is very bland. Ledger containing details of a Toll House's takings for the current year, 1492 DR. Most entries are neatly written, listing the travelers and the amount of gold paid, but the text on the most recent page is smudged and rambling. 9 Marpanoth, 4 merchants with single wagon of sundries, 25 gold. 12 Marpanoth, Flaming Fist Company, 15 fists and gauntlets, 100 gold, fee waived. Fists don't pay tolls, they extort. 21 Marpanoth, brewer and 2 guards, bringing kegs to Walking's Rest, 35 gold. 2 Octor, 7 farmers, no goods, no gold. Wounded, warned us to leave. 3 Uktar, sent courier to request extra guards or relief. 7 Uktar, more farmers, too many to count. No goods, carrying their own dead. 11 Uktar, road untenable. 16th Uktar, preparing to abandon post. This is important. Preparing to abandon post. Why? What is going on? What is going on? Yeah. Alright, we go put that to camp. That gets all our books there. Looks like I have... well, I have a bunch of stuff. Most of the stuff that I just took out of this place. Morning stars are actually kind of nice to have around. Let's put all those in wares. Okay. And then she's got a bunch of stuff here in wares too. Doesn't she? So if we go from like here to here, and then add that one. Got a bunch more in wares. Okay. Oh, this should probably go into wares. Alright, let's see if we can go how much money this broad has at some point. I think I should go back upstairs. Right? Did I do this side? No, wrong button. I don't remember. Did I do this side? I think I did this side, right? Looks like it. Now, this is a good place. If you wanted to stock up, and I do this a lot of times, you can grab all these boxes. There's like 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 or 12 here. You can grab all these boxes, send them back to camp. And then when you need boxes like to cover over vent traps and stuff, you can just grab all these boxes and bring them along and just do it. You know, because there's like 1, 2, 3, there's 5, 6, 7, 6, I guess. I mean, there's 6 regular-sized boxes here, plus a couple of larger ones, and some barrels. So you can like take all those things and just send them to camp. I tend to do that with Karlach because she can usually carry all, you know, put them all in her backpack, and then you just go and grab them all and just send them back to camp. And then when you need them, you don't have to look around the environment to find them, but you usually don't need that. Now, I could go in here and ransack some more, but I don't remember how much money this lady has.
Just so.
So we're going to go back up here and talk to this vendor. Welcome, welcome, everybody. This is Dren608 Plays. I'm playing the Librarian. I'm trying to get the Jack of all trades thing, so I'm doing the level 1 everything. We are total levels of 4. I have to go find my merchant lady. Where'd she go? There she is. Let's have... I have better charisma.
Not as bad as it could have.
Need any supplies? We've fewer mouths to feed now.
Depends. Let's see what you have. Alright, I'm going to add... I don't think she has enough money. Oh, she barely has enough money. Does she have anything I really want? Emotional Glorious Volunteering. Oh, smoke powder bomb. She's not going to get away with that. Don't need the booze. Emotional Glorious Fighting. Potions of healing are always nice to steal. So I'll just take some of those. She does have some arrows. Oh, lightning arrows. And we'll take this. I think I have an arrow of darkness. Don't I? I have an arrow of thunder. Let's take her one arrow of darkness. Can be useful. I do have a few other things that I can toss in here. Think. Candles are useful. I hope to show you how useful they are. Alright, so I get about half her money. What are these? Mirror image. And scroll mouse. Mirror image is always nice to have on you. Alright. So we'll take some of her money. And we're gonna go back.
In Tyr's name.
Yeah. Liar. You're not a real Paladin of Tyr. A real Paladin of Tyr wouldn't let me do what I'm doing. Go back down here. I believe we have the key. Because we had the Toll House Collector's key. I can't remember. Do I need to bring Astarion here? I'm not sure if I can get away with this on my own. So we're going to try it. We're going to go right up here. In case this is a very bad idea, which it probably is. We're going to do this. We're going to open up the door.
Step carefully. There's
Yeah, see? So now I can... It's a vent trap, and what you can do on vent traps is just put a box on top of them. Now, I'm going to go in on my own. I'm going to throw guidance on myself, if I can find it. I'm going to walk in and see what I can see first, and then I'll have Shadowheart come in and see.
Trap.
Okay.
Be cautious.
I should see this one.
That might be worth a look.
Trap. I found all the traps. Yes, I found all the traps. Okay. So now this is what I was talking about, is like you can just go grab boxes.
What's inside?
Stop. Okay, I can't grab that one, so I gotta grab them from over this here. So, pick up some boxes until I get over encumbered. Alright, and then you come in here, and like walk over here, and then in your inventory, you just say drop. And you just pick it up and put it on top of the vent. Right? And you walk over to this one and do inventory drop. Right in front of me, but put it on top of the vent. And then there's something here that I can't fit into. God bless it. Burrow hole. There's a bunch of chests and boxes that I'm going to go through, but I'm going to cover up all the vents first. Because there's a vent over here that I found before I go messing around. And one more drop. Now, usually in most of these places, they'll have enough boxes or vases or something to put on top of them. This is the one I dropped, right? Okay. Then I can just start here and work my way back around. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. No. Bunch of gold in here. Clothes. More clothes. Not really good clothes, so. No, rotten food. Somebody's got to make a mod to make rotten food be useful. Then we'll pick up all the rotten food and use it. Help me make poisons or something. Oh, jewelry. Alright. For that sack. Oh, ingots. Ingots are worth some money. I don't think she's going to have enough money to deal with it all. It's the problem. It's the problem you run into with these places. It's got to be worth a gold piece, right? Okay, so we open up these things now in the center. Why did you go that way? Some of the pathing in this game is just hilarious, like that. It's like, why? See, because now there's like 3, 4 boxes here. Now if I come over here and I cast guidance on myself again, now I should be able to open this up. And go in here and find some more traps, because there's like 4 more traps in here, I believe.
Be wary. This place
Found
is
2. Failed that one.
Be wary.
Found 3.
This place is
Okay, Shadowheart, my love. You get to come inside here.
Onward in her name.
Yeah, you and her name stuff. We need to have you cast a guidance on yourself. Walk in here. Oh my lord. You people. Where's Gale?
Which way to the nearest library?
I'm running out of people that can find this trap.
Please, Mistra.
Find the trap, please.
A trap.
There we go.
This
Thank
place is
you
more
very
dangerous
much.
than I thought.
Now I need to go
Still
pick up
breathing,
3 more boxes.
despite everything.
I can do in inventory. Let's drop this box. Put it on top of this one. Is there anything in this box? Some gold ingots, or ingots of some sort. I'm going to try and move this over here. Okay. Okay. Weird stuff. War picks and stuff. Why would you take food as a toll? And then let it rot. Okay. Interesting. Oh, water. Alright, you get to be moved over here. Actually probably want to move this one over here. Okay, I've got one more to cover up. Alright. I'm pretty sure all these vases are empty. I have a rotten tomato to throw at somebody. This one we can move over here. This needs to go here. Okay. Now, Gale. We can have Lae'zel come in.
Quickly then.
Walk over here.
What lies within?
Nothing. And all the vases are empty, right? The open box is on this side.
Nothing inside.
Okay. Now, we've done all these. Don't think I did this side here. Yeah, there's stuff on that table. Okay, that's something she'd want. Pitcher of beer. Any books? No, no books. I need books. I must read books. Ah, there it is. I guess she's just got to pick that up and hand it over to me. Okay, well, I did that corner with the librarian.
Found and taken.
It's
Pressure
wine.
plate? Curious. There must be a trick to it.
Aha, I found the pressure plate. Alright, go. Sit here. Sit. Good girl. And Gale, you're probably the next best one, so I'd have you switch with Shadowheart if I need to. So we're going to have Gale sit in this one.
So it might as well.
And now we're going to have Shadowheart has the best. So she casts guidance on herself. She's going to walk over here and see if she can find traps, because I know there's traps here.
Looks like a trap there.
Yep. Okay. So that means I need to come up because I'm the closest thing we have to a rogue. Because we didn't bring Astarion along here. We're going to clear this out and then we're going to go get Karlach and take care of these.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Let's see if I can disarm this trap. Add guidance. Barely! Barely! I got through it. Okay. I'm pretty sure none of these go off. So I can just come in here and take everything.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Yeah, I know. Some kind of magical gloves, studded shield, helmet, great sword, great
Maybe I
sword,
need more pockets.
quarterstaff. Oh, great axe +1. That's what I wanted to get for Karlach. Pleasurable deal. We've read that, so that's just going to go back to camp. She's got a book I got to read though. Traveler's chest. Had some things in it. Clothes. The gilded chest. Money.
Something
Pretty
good
sure
here.
the vases are all empty. Yep. Okay. So I think we've gotten everything that's in here. If I remember right, that's all there is, but it's a bunch. So it's worth ransacking. A lot of people just totally ignore this whole area. Or trigger the trap and get themselves, killed. That happens too. Oh, another studded shield. Now I can go see if I can take the rest of her money. Okay. Folks, we're out of here. We're out of here and we're going to go get Karlach. Then we're going to take care of these so-called Paladins of Tyr. I'll probably have to trade out... Do I want to go with 2 fighters, a cleric, and myself, or do I want to bring Gale along for his spell casting? I have a bunch of stuff to give you.
I'm still looking to shift some supplies. Don't have much to spare, but it's more than we can carry.
Let's see what you have to trade. What is that? I think I want to keep those 2 things. She only has 331, so I want to get rid of the heavy stuff. 228. Okay, she's got like 28 gold pieces left. Oh. We need to take something from her. So we can keep... Oh, I was going to get the Scroll of Blur. So now I can go up to about 430. So I can give her a little bit more junk. Always else carrying a box. I'll find plenty more of those. I don't carry that around. Constitution saving throws, huh? Do I have more stuff to give her? She'd still have 80 gold left. Do I have anything that's worth about 80 gold? When you use your channel oath spells, you gain heroism. Well, that's for some paladin that I don't have. It'd be nice when I do become a paladin, but sir, how many poisons do I have? I don't really like using poisons. I like the drow poisons that put people to sleep and stuff. But these poisons just don't really do a lot. Sir, don't really have anything to give her beyond that, so let's balance that up. Got her down to 60. Let's take her money. Lizelle, what are you carrying? Hammer haft. A 10-foot radius upon landing. Okay, most everything you've got here. Okay, well, we're done with her.
In Tyr's name.
Yeah. Am I gonna swap Lizelle for... So I'm gonna swap Lizelle for... Karlach. Right? Then I wanna kinda take... Oh, this needs to go over by me. Maybe this? Let's sort by type. It'll be easier for me to grab everything. She can keep some water. We're going to take everything from like here to here. Oops, wrong key. Yeah, these things, let's hand those to Shadowheart for now. I have a few arrows of different types. Let's have her shift the arrows over, because I pretty much only ever use her as melee. I can always grab arrows from other people. Okay. And then she can... Oh, let's keep those with us. And works for fire resistance. I think she can keep the rest. Okay. So we're gonna swap Lizelle. We're gonna swap fighters. Do I want to give Lizelle something else to fight with? Keep the Everburn Blade for... The Everburn Blade is better with Karlach because she's a tiefling that can handle that. Interesting issues. Let's give her the great axe for now. Okay. We've done our thing. Let's go find Karlach. We know where she is now. Down the hill. It's probably going to have to be... Oh, I've got a couple books to read, don't I? Book reading time. Book reading time. I think I have book reading time. Latest, thank you. Yes, I have 2 books. No, we read The Pleasurable Deal, didn't we? Haven't we read this before? Yes, we've already read this. I should have sent this back to camp. What's wrong with me? Let's send that back to camp. Okay. So all we have is the leadership of the Zentarum. Okay, this is important stuff. Not only is it lore, but it will help you in your playthrough, so. An excerpt from the ongoing metatext, Rebound, by Osifa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denier for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext, her god's annal of lost and hidden knowledge. Despite their protestation to the contrary, it takes no keen eye to see echoes of Bainite philosophy in modern Zentarian practice, a strict militaristic hierarchy where all power flows from the top. Who occupies that position today is the matter of some speculation, for the Black Network's leadership was thought destroyed along with their headquarters at Zentel Keep in 1383 DR. In the following decades, however, a new base of power began to consolidate at the fortress of Darkhold, far to the south. At its center stands the Paragost, an enigmatic armored figure to whom the Zentarum's rebirth is almost single-handedly attributed. Whoever their leader, it is clear that this new Zentarum have not abandoned plans for domination so much as recalculated their approach. Where once their focus was on the subversion and conquest of nations, the network of today is much more concerned with establishing their stranglehold on the market, a power which crosses borders that are closed to more conventional forces. And we'll send that off to camp. That's also... where's my send to camp? That's also something with my Saturday stream for the monk playthrough, which is a fan pick for me to play a monk with the Drunken Master subclass. That's a half-elf drow that he is a street urchin of Baldur's Gate, and he don't like the Zentarum. So I have him on an anti-Zentarum crusade, and we're going to see how that works in the game. See how much the Zentarum are really going to come down on it. But that's kind of what I'm doing with him. He is romancing Lae'zel. This game, out of nowhere, and it's very out of character for this person to do what I did, but out of nowhere, shortly after we made 4th level, I had a line that could let me come on to Shadowheart, so I did it to see what would happen. And the next thing I know, we had the party scene where you date Shadowheart on the night of the party. That happened already. So I have no idea what's going to happen when we get to the party. Oh, what we're going to see. I'm like really confused on how that came to be. But I guess if you get enough, things going for you, you can. Why is there? This is blood, but it almost looked like it's on fire. All right, there was there's belladonna. And there's murgrass. And then there's my girl here. One of the funnest characters in the game is right here. Karlach. So let's go meet Karlach, shall we? Let's save first. So we're going to go meet Karlach now. A little over an hour into the game. Done some reading. Did a bunch of looting. Sold off the loot to get some cash. Picked up a couple items that were okay. There she is. There's my girl. Uh-oh. There she goes. She's on fire. She's on fire.
One horn. This is the devil Wyll has been tasked to kill.
Try to douse the flames. She looks dangerous. Watch her carefully. There are no natural flames. Prepare to fight. I know you. You're the monster the Blade Frontiers is hiding. Well, I did save right before this. I've never said this. Let's try that.
Gods. Is he still on my tail? I'm embarrassed for him. You with the so-called Paladins of Tyr? Or straight from the Grand High Devil herself?
Seems like you have a lot of enemies.
Nothing but. But maybe you don't need to be one of them. You're no bounty hunter. I saw you before. On the Mind Flayer's ship.
A great heat roars through you. Her heat,
Aha.
fiery as the hells.
Interesting.
Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
What were you saying before we were interrupted? I'm gonna go with this.
Right. Some so-called Paladins of Tyr are in hot pursuit of yours truly. Karlach. From that peek I got into your head, I'm not the only one with problems on top of problems. A Mind Flayer tadpole, huh? And no joy getting it sorted as of yet, I see. What's your name?
I'm the Librarian.
Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals,
Doesn't
how
have
would you
the
feel
same
about
effect
helping me
in
kill
this
some
game.
evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the Archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as Paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down?
Do you want me to kill the people that are hunting you?
Don't worry. I'll lead the charge. I could use your help. There's a lot of them, and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety. Should the need arise.
Okay, my girlfriend likes you, so, yeah.
Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join.
Yeah, we're gonna have you take Lazel's.
Until later, then.
Yep,
Excellent. Let's go.
I've gotta level her up.
Where we are in relation to Waterdeep.
From this distance between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, I'd say a long way away.
Ah. That will make getting word to my mother rather tricky.
Okay, so she goes up as a barbarian. I don't want to change her class or anything. She gets danger sense and actions. I think it's the next one that I choose her stuff. This is where I choose her subclass. This is where I get into trouble. Right, okay, so she comes up as a berserker, which is really neat. But you can take Giant, which I'm doing with the Monk playthrough, I believe. And I have Wild Heart when she's with Gale. So I think we're going to go with Berserker here. Just because I haven't played with the Berserker, and I really don't want to do Wild Magic until that's like all I'm concentrating. I was thinking of taking her on a solo run as Karlach and maybe doing Wild Magic to see what it's like. But we'll have to see. I think I'm going to leave her as a Berserker. I think I can respec my my companions, but I can't redo my myself. I think I'm allowed to redo my companions if I need to. And race roll, what did she get? Oh, she gets Legacy of Avernus, Searing Smite, 6 to 27 damage. Oh my goodness. Blunto. Alright, she's going to be a Berserker. Berserkers are cool. And then she gets to be a level 4 Barbarian, so she's up to 41 hit points. And she doesn't get anything other than a feat. And you don't need to take Alert with her, because she's at level 6 or 7. She basically gets that function. Okay? I could go with Ability Improvement to even her out, but I'm not sure I really want to do that because there is... This is what I usually give Lae'zel. There is here... Is it this one? When making melee weapon attacks, you roll your damage dice twice and use the highest result. So it's like advantage on damage. You know, and she does a lot of fight. So I'm thinking that that's a good one. The other one that's good for her is Tavern Brawler, but she doesn't do a lot of unarmed attacks. So I think I like to take Savage Attacker, and then I think with her I might take Lucky. And then I don't know what else I'll take. Maybe Durable. Yeah, I'll probably take Durable to take up her Constitution. And then maybe even out her ability things after that. I don't know. Depends on what we run into, because I know there's all sorts of things I can do to help her. But for this one, I'm definitely going to take Savage Attacker so that she gets basically advantage on damage die rolls. Okay? Alright, now I got to equip her. Because you've got a better weapon. If I can find my weapons. Sort by type. Where's my weapons? Yeah. Here. You can keep hold of your battle axe, but you won't carry that. Oh, she came with a light crossbow. Okay. She has no magic items at all, and we don't have any decent armor because I sold it all. Do we have a potion of bark skin for her? I don't think so. I don't have an elixir of bark skin yet. Ah, bloody heck. And I don't have anything I can give her to boost her. I could take a Shield of Faith as my cleric. What am I taking? Alright, let's get rid of water. I can do a Shield of Faith on her. To get her armor class up. So we'll do that right before we go in so that she can have that. Okay. Time for us to go confront a bunch of Paladins of Tyr.
On my way.
Oh, nope. I don't want to do that. She's got equipment here.
Open up.
Grab the backpack. Yes, she has good stuff there. Send that to camp. I have... No, let's send that to camp. I don't have a... I'm not a paladin yet. Okay. Alright, I guess we're gonna go try and take on the Paladins of Tyr. Gonna be interesting to have a wimp in amongst the powers here. We probably want to send... Gale and Shadowheart. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna separate out... Oh, no, not that. I want to separate everybody. And I want to put these two together. No. I want to put these two together. And then I want to have these two. Oh, no. Alright, just have her go.
Whatever it takes.
I'll do it the long way. I want her to go up there.
I'll take this way.
Ready and willing.
Gale to do the same thing. I want my spellcasters up high.
Very well.
I mean, I'm a spellcaster, but also have a decent thing, and I gotta protect Karlach. Come on, Gale, get up here.
No honor among sneaks.
Quiet as a mouse. Need to tread softly.
Okay.
No one
And
back
we're
home will
gonna
ever
go
believe
through
this. Best be on my
the
way.
front door. Oh, okay. All right. I kind of want to lead with Karlach, but first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to waste one of my first level spell slots. I'm going to cast this on Karlach.
Soldier.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Please, no more.
Not
Leave
even
us
in a
peace,
door.
and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
No, you don't. All right. Insight is +4. See if I can do it. There we go.
There's something in the squint of his eye. You suspect he's lying.
Of course he's lying. I know who you
Enough.
really are.
Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlach, you're going home in peace.
I forgot to
means
save.
Must. And you.
I might have to
You'll
go back
soon
a
learn
bit
what
if I
it means
screwed
to
this
ally
up.
yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
now I get to do my surprise attacks. This is why I split them up and I put these guys up here. Is because I can now come over here. Oh, damn. Turn, you bloody bat. Won't do what I want. Okay, I want Gale to go here. It's got 1 second level spell. So I want him to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him. Oh, 20% chance, huh? 35% chance. Never mind. Not Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I'm just going to do a straight up damage spell. This gets them both if I can line this up. I'll do. Get some damage on them. He's going before she's going to do anything. So he can go out here to get ready to do something when what's-her-name comes up the stairs.
Step by step.
Because she's going to come running out the back, I'm pretty sure. That leaves me my cleric, little girl.
What comes now?
You going to move over here.
Off I go.
What have you got that would be very useful here? Oh, I could check first. Let's check out scrolls. What do we have for scrolls? I could use a scroll of haste on Karlach. That's what I think I'm going to do. What can she throw out there? That might be useful. Not a whole lot of... Not a whole lot, huh? Well... Thinking I should probably use a spell of some sort. Let's ever try this. Select the variant. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison. Let's just do regular thunder. Let's do it on her. Almost got rid of her. She's gonna move back. Get out her spear. I really should have had her have her Morning Star out. Okay. So I'm at the end of the road here. So she's got to go and do this on herself. So now if she rages, well, let's see how far she can get. Can she get all the way to him? No, she can get maybe to here. Maybe I don't want a frenzy right yet. Oh, God. Only a 55% chance. I think I want to go hit here first.
Show him who you are.
And then she's gonna frenzy because she did damage this turn. And then that's all we can do.
I need your help.
Okay, she's spell casting. Alright, now what I need to do... Shadowheart's gonna do a heal on you. I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to... do what? Oh, I didn't give her Shield of Faith? Alright, I need to put Shield of Faith on her. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Why can't I throw? He's got 15. Let's just put him to sleep. I'll take care of that nitwit. Then I'm going to turn... yeah, I'll turn this off. Oh, I just turned off her shield. I'm so stupid. 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 Alright. Now she has a frenzied strike, so she can run all the way in here. No, she can't. She can't run that far. She can't run far enough. Okay, let's see how far Gale can get.
All doom.
Can Gale get down the steps? Can he get in? No, I don't want to go close the door. I want to get inside the door.
Good move.
I'm going to throw a Tasha's Hideous Laughter, 45%. Nope. We're going to do second level magic missile. What she got left? 4. Bloody heck. Alright, Gale, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Because I can't do anything. Turn this off. Because you'll hurt Karlach. Still do that.
My faith will protect me.
You've got to walk over... Well, you gotta head this way anyway. Give her some hit points. Can she walk to a place where she can shoot this person? I don't think she can see her. No, she can't. She can't do it. Alright, she needs to make herself a target. So she's going to dash to get in here. Close the door. Take her spear out. She's going to move right up on top of her. Why? Where did she go? Stupid. Stupid, stupid. Okay, we're stuck. She can do an enraged throw. I don't know that she has anything to throw.
In position.
What have you got to throw? Oh, throw your battle axe at him. This would be hilarious. Okay, then let's do this. Just for kicks. I want to do an enraged throw, bloody heck.
Got it.
I didn't get her for enough. She still has one left, but she's burning.
Make the dice roll in my favor.
Yeah, I know you're mad and want to kill things and do some terrible
You
things.
look happy, Shadowheart. Like a night orchid in bloom.
You must be imagining it.
It's all over your face.
It must be all the fresh air since the crash. Has me flush.
It looks good on you.
They're talking about our night together already. That's crazy.
How much farther can I go?
Actually, the gilded chest is one of the things that's most valuable in her inventory. That's amazing. We'll take it off. That's amazing that that was one of the most valuable things left in her inventory. Group and group. Okay. I actually want to group everybody together. I'm going to come over here. We're going to do a short rest to get Karlach back a bunch of her hit points.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Okay, we are going to separate ourselves.
Whatever comes.
Girlfriend, I want you to go wait out here.
Let's try this way.
Gale,
Salutations.
you really don't want to see this. I want you to go out here. Then I will talk to this girlfriend, because this girlfriend is very, very angry. And we are going to run away as soon as she gets done being angry with me. There you go, kiddo.
Fuck them. Fuck.
All right, everybody.
I won't
Welcome,
go
welcome.
back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off,
And
they'll find nothing
people
but
are yelling
a
upstairs.
pile of ash.
Let's see, the librarian would probably be like, no, we'll take care of you.
That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger.
Dear, she almost killed you. These paladins almost killed you. Don't give me that. She laid a finger all right. Oh, I'm getting the heck out of here. I need to run the heck away. I need to run out here. Exit. Run, run, run away.
Way forward.
Run away, run away, run away. We get to watch Karlach. This is why you ransack it before you talk to Karlach? Because she breaks stuff. See? It's like, I can break it. I'm going to break it. Setting everything on fire as I run around. It is fun to watch. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I break it up, so you can just click on her and she just runs around and does all this. At some point, she's going to slow down. Unbridled wrath is done. Okay.
That ought to do it.
She's got running hot. She needs to talk. I'm going to have her come out here by us. Why won't you click on me, you bastards? Why? Oh, because I have her in jump mode, that's why.
No one stopped me yet.
Alright, we gotta talk to Karlach and get this kind of resolved.
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look?
Like, you should have melted a long time ago. How can you stand it? Hot?
Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that?
Okay.
Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down.
Oh. Do we want to get all of our backstory in right now? What's my time? Hour 42? It sounds like a good thing to do. Let's get the Infernal
High
engine
pain
in.
tolerance and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those Paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
This is true. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I wonder if they met Dammon, a tiefling weaponsmith.
A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good.
Okay. Well, we can deal with that. We got to go rest anyway, because we're out of short rest. We're out of spell slots. Does Gale have? Gale has like 2 firsts. I think she's got some seconds, maybe. So we're kind of running out of spells here. In a hurry. I'm down to 1 spell. So we're probably going to have to go do a long rest anyway. Let's see. I had a whole bunch of journal entries. Find the missing shipment. I still have to do that. I know what that is. Our fiery friend, Dammon and Tiefling Smith, might be able to car the engine. We confront the Paladins chasing Calendar. We should bring Karlach to Dammon. This is all about the Grand Duke. The Wyll hasn't confronted her as yet. The uneasy space can't last forever. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Gale told us about the romance with Goddess Mystra and how his attempt to impress her, he unleashed the orb of one highly unbelievable weave. He's been keeping the orb sealed by feeding it the weave, continuing to power atoms. Condition is no longer responding to treatment. We need to keep traveling, find another way to stabilize it. I do know how to do it. I could run through the past, deal with the Gith early, go get Elminster. But I don't think a bunch of 4th levels can handle going through to get to the places I want to get to. That's an interesting attempt, maybe someday, to try and do something like that. I'd have to do it with somebody like a monk with a hand or something like that. Anyway, I think, map-wise, we've taken care of this. We already did the stuff down here. This is the jump from... You can actually get way up here, and if you put like on Featherfall, you can actually jump all the way down to here, and then run up here and get... run down here and grab Karlach, and have her run along with you as you come back this way, taking care of the gnolls and stuff. So there's a way to get Karlach very early, even before you talk to Wyll. We got to get Halsin and... Halsin, did we not do Saza? Oh, we got to go to Saza there. And then we have to go do this, which is investigate the swamp. But if we do that, we lose our chance to buy any more Hill Giant potions. So maybe we'll do the swamp next, rather than the shipment. So we do the shipment, then we have to do this too. Or did we already do? We already did Joaquin's Rest. So we can do the shipment and then go back into here to get to their hideout and take part with some Zentarum. They're a nice chunk of experience points to kind of cross them. I'm not sure which way to go first. I think I really want to try to go take on the ogres next. Right? But I'm going to need to have a full complement of spells to do that. Okay. So let's get out of here. We could go take care of her heart with Dammon, because I think... Didn't I pick up some... Oh, didn't I pick that up? Oh my god. I swear I picked up a piece of infernal iron. I swear I picked up a piece of infernal iron. Is it in someone else's thing? I swear we picked up the infernal iron. Did we not? I'm not seeing it. Oh my lord. Let's go back to camp real quick. I want to see if I have the infernal iron in here. I swear I picked it up. Because don't I have the blueprints too? Or did I not go into that blighted village? I haven't gone to the blighted village, have I? I haven't gone to the blighted village. Just make sure no one else has it. Nope. Okay. Okay. Should I type? This is the food, or is this the books? One's food, one's books. This is books. Okay. So you go in here. Okay, now you guys are all singletons to here. So we pick this up, shove them in here, and then we have this thing sort by type. And then I stretch this down. Frick! I really hate that they won't let me expand these packs properly. Because they won't go sideways. Why won't you let me go this way? Trying to make sure I don't have any duplicates. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So this can be sold. This can be sold. This, I believe, needs to go in the X. No. Okay. They don't even sort, like, by... It's supposed to be Missives of Candlekeep. It doesn't even come out in the right place. Yeah, there's the blueprints. So we've been to his thing. How do we not have... How do we not have the, Oh, this dies. How do we not have the, iron? I do not understand. That we don't have the cold iron. The infernal iron. I swear I found it. Did I sell it? Oh my goodness. Did I lose her infernal iron? Because it was in the forge. It was... Oh my god. This is bad. This is very bad. Okay, well, I hope I didn't sell... If I sold it to that one person that we just killed, I won't be able to ever find it again. I'm gonna hope that I sold it to, like, Aaron. We're gonna run back in here. We're gonna go see. Oh. I could have sworn that I had a piece of infernal iron. And someone.
Feel like we're being watched.
Yeah, it's the squirrel. It's either him or Auntie Ethel.
Need anything else? Always happy to help those who follow the first circle.
I don't see it. Well, I'm gonna have to watch my video now and see where I sold it. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Right? Oh, I don't need this. Or this, or this, or this. One of these. These I knew were extras. Could have sworn that I picked that up. Because we found his blueprints, and usually when you find that, you find the piece of infernal iron, too. Oh, boy. Okay.
Sylvanas be with you.
We're going to check Auntie Ethel and see if I did something stupid and sold it to her. Is she even here? There she is. I love how we come down this way. We come down these steps rather than like normal people.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not.
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Hey, bother.
Don't see the infernal iron here either. Oh my goodness. I could have sworn that we picked up the infernal iron.
Sweetie.
Okay. Well, we'll at least introduce her to Dammon. We're gonna have to go find some more infernal iron for him.
I could use the target practice.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallogized demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help. But I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Hey, soldier. I think we picked up some of that infernal iron already. What say you? Should I give it to him?
Absolutely. I didn't know. It's not listed in my inventory. So yes, do it, girl.
Please let this work.
I couldn't find it in my
The weight of
inventory.
it.
How did it end?
And that blaze of chaos.
Maybe it was in Lazelle's and I
imagine
just
this where my heart
shoved
should
it
be.
to someone.
Must be quite the experience.
Okay, it
Give me
worked
just a
out. I
moment.
couldn't see the icon, but it worked out. I got the. I did have it. I wasn't going stupid. I just couldn't see it. All right. Say hi. Hi, everybody in the chat. Say hi back, please. There we go.
You'll have
Got
to
another
install it, I'm
girlfriend.
afraid.
I have
don't
3
think there are
girlfriends.
thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect.
There's
from
3
that
boyfriends.
raid.
So now we got the gang all together and pretty much sorted.
That feels good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlach. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way,
Yep. Okay. Alright, I guess I should talk to Karlach.
Dammon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful.
Yeah, he's very practical.
Sooner rather than later would be good. I feel like I'm burning serious fuel.
Speaking of which, are you hungry? Will you be alright?
Oh, fuck yes. I'm ready to burn all night. Speaking of, I could eat a giant badger. Is it almost time for dinner?
I knew it. Actually, dear, it is. It is. It's time for us to go back to camp. We're a little over 2 hours. I think we're going to go ahead and have the confrontation with Wyll. And get this over with. Because we do need to take a rest. I need to talk with everybody, so let's go talk with Gale.
At your side.
We'll do Wyll last.
How can I help?
Okay. Nope. I still haven't gotten Wyll decent coloration on his clothes. I have him in that drow armor because it was a little better than what he had, but I gotta get him something else. He looks
Isn't
terrible
it
in it.
glorious? Karlach's fury is a wonder to behold.
Okay. I know what happens if we don't find a cure. He should have something to say about this.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
You don't have anything to say about Karlach? Okay. Didn't have anything to say about Karlach. Let's go talk to a girlfriend about Karlach. Because as soon as we end the day, there's going to be the confrontation with Karlach.
Karlach's temper is a sight to behold. She'll need to be careful. That rage will burn her right out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. And do I need to talk to her about anything? Can't remember.
Hey, soldier.
Oh boy, there's a whole lot of stuff here for her. Well, I'm gonna step away from that. Let's check my... Do I have any books? Just this thing, which I don't want to do quite yet. I do have this that I want to give to Lazelle. And then we're going to go in here, and I'll show you why. Because Lae'zel can use this. She can cast the spell that's on there. She can cast Tyr's Protection, so she can get basically the Shield of Faith spell. So she can get that on herself, which will take her up armor class-wise. Okay? And she's still using a nasty sword that does 6 to 16. And that still lets me have Karlach. It's doing 9 to 19 with this. Excuse me. So, only thing I need to do is probably get Karlach. I know everybody says that you don't need to get armor for her because of her constitution, helping her armor class and stuff. Sorry, BS. Go get her some scale mail +1, and she'll be a 16. And she'll be fine as a 16 for quite a long time. And then there's actually, you can get some better scale mail down the line, get her up to 17, 18, something like that. You want to get her as close to 20 as possible, but let her keep using two-handed weapons. Especially with her frenzy, she can be very, very effective at taking things apart. Okay. I think what we're going to do, there's a whole lot of stuff I want to talk to Karlach about, and I'd like to do it maybe at the beginning of our next session, since we're a little over 2 hours right now, and I don't like to let my streams go too long, so everybody can catch up on it. So we've got the band together. Everybody's in the party. We've got everybody. So 3 at camp, 3 in the party. Next up, let's see. I did Tyr. I was going to try and do the Knolls today, but I think with all the looting and then dealing with the Paladins of Tyr and bringing in Karlach, it took me a little bit longer than I thought it would take me to do all that. And well, the reading always, I forget that I'm going to be spending anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes doing reading, so I thought I was going to get a little bit further than I did today. And I also have other things going on today, so I don't want to push my luck on trying to keep things going on the recording. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to call it here. I'm thinking we're going to try and go get the ogres with Karlach with this team here. I might take Astarion and see if it's an experiment. I'm going to take Astarion instead of Gale. And I'm going to go see if he can pickpocket Lump. So I'm going to save right before I do that. I'm going to try and pickpocket Lump. If I can't pickpocket Lump and take away his crown so he can't cast spells, then I will come back with Gale so that I have somebody that can throw, like, Cloud of Daggers to choke point them kind of thing. Okay? So that might be a redo there where I want to try something out. But yeah, we're going to try and take out the ogres next, and then we'll go take on the Knolls and finish up with the Zentarum, and then head off to do more goblin stuff, I guess. Okay? All right. If you like what you're seeing, please hit the thumbs up button. When you drop into chat, please say hi to me so I know that you're there. I can catch the flash out of my corner of my eye a lot of times. Thank you for all those that did show up. There were several people that showed up to take a look at this today. It wasn't the same as last Sunday. Last Sunday I had supposedly like 50 or 60 views while I was streaming, so I was very surprised. This Sunday it looks like I've only got about 20. Be that as it may, thank you all for stopping by. If you have not subscribed to the channel already, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 before the end of the year. You get a few little perks from YouTube. If you get over 500, you get some little extra tools to try and make things even better. I am working on trying to figure out how to make my OBS give me like pause screens and stuff. It's all about setting up scenes and stuff, and I'm not really all that good at it. I know how to use it basically, but I'm not really good at doing all the other stuff, and I'm going to be trying to do that here this fall and winter as weather gets worse and I spend more time inside. I'm going to try and do some of that, as well as make some other content besides just doing these streams on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I do stream on Friday. That is a Gale Goes Forth. It was a replacement for our original idea was to do multiplayer computer role-playing games, and that kind of fell through because of scheduling. And so I was told by the person I was doing the multiplayer through, Ace, my youngest adult child, told me to go ahead and do an origin character. We talked about it. She said, do Ace. I said, okay, I'll do, or not do Ace, do Gale. So I decided to do Gale, and then I decided to go Gale, Karlach romance, and see if I can get Gale ascended and take her with me. I don't know if I can do that. That's the goal there, is to try and get him enough power to be able to ascend up to being, quote unquote, the god of, he's supposed to be able to, like, god of ambition or something. At least I saw one cutscene from somebody where he ends up being the god of ambition, and if he can do that, and then he can also take Karlach from the Hells and bring her up there so that she doesn't have to live in the Hells. But he's got to convince her to go back to the Hells, which usually means getting somewhat good with Wyll. There's all sorts of things you got to do. So I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to try. That one is modded so that I can take more than 4 people in the party. Because there's 6 origin characters, I wanted to run with 6 origin characters through Chapter 1. And now that I'm in Chapter 2, and I've rescued Minthara, I've upped it to 7 so I can take her. I'm about to help Halsam. I upped it to 8 so I can take him. And then when I get Jaheira and Minsk, if I can get them to join me, I'm going to up it to 10, and I'll probably run around on Tactician because I'll have 10 people, and they'll just have their normal numbers. They'll need the hit points. But just being able to run with the whole gang and just hear all their interactions and everything seems to be, for me, it's a lot of fun, and I found some other people seem to like it too. Saturdays is a fan pick for me to play a monk as a drunken master subclass. I came up with the backstory that he's a half drow, he's half elf, but it's drow, so I call him a half drow. Was a street urchin in Baldur's Gate, so it's definitely not a min-max type build. Made him a street urchin out of Baldur's Gate. He ended up at the monastery on hard times when he was like a tween, maybe, or maybe a little bit younger. His friends drifted off into various other pursuits, whether it's the Flaming Fist or the Town Guard or going into the, the business, so to speak, the thieving business, joining Nine Fingers and stuff like that. So he was found to not be, didn't have a support system anymore, so he went to the monastery just to try and, sweep the floors and get some food. And a place to sleep is what he was looking for. They took an interest in him, taught him their ways, and he became a monk. He's gravitated towards the guy with questionable style, the drunken master style, and learned the ways of the monks, and then was sent out into the world. They said, it's time for you to go. And he came out into the world and immediately got picked up by the Illithids and infected with a Mind Flayer worm, and he's really not happy. He's also very anti-Zentarum. He is prejudiced against the Zentarum. Not against anybody else, just the Zentarum. So I have I took out the Zentarum in Joaquin's Rest, and now I also took out the Zentarum leader, Roa Moonglow. I took her out in the Goblin Camp. I specifically made it my point to take her out so she couldn't get away, because I want to see what happens in Moonrise, because she supposedly shows up in Moonrise, and she shows up again in Baldur's Gate 3, or in Baldur's Gate near the end in Act 3. So she's in all 3 acts. But I've taken her out in Act 1, and I want to see what Larian does with it in Act 2 and Act 3, because she's technically not supposed to be there. And if she shows up, then there's either a glitch or there's more than one row of Moonglow. I don't know which it might be. But it'll be interesting to see if they allow that choice of mine to actually ripple forward. So I did that on purpose, and I had to come up with a reason for it, and I'm like, well, he grew up with Nine Fingers kind of looking out for the kids on the street. So he don't like the Zentarum because he feels like they muscle in on legitimate thieves guilds. So he's very anti-Zentarum, which is probably going to get him killed. But hey, that's the way it goes. And then there's this one. This was a fan pick because I was originally going to just do this as a series, an hour's episode here, an hour and a half episode there. And I put up a poll. I said, do you guys want me to just do episodes and keep out some of the junk that you don't really care about? And It was 80/20 that said, no, stream it. So I've been streaming it. Once again, if you see me miss a book, if you know there's a book in a room that I missed it, let me know in the comments. If you're online with me, let me know in the chat so I can actually go fix it while we're playing. But if you see it after the fact, you know, you watch it a few days after it posts and go, oh, dude, you missed book XYZ over in the left-hand corner of room Q, and you let me know where it is, I will figure out a way to try and get myself back to that spot to read that book. Okay? So the idea of this is I want to read all the books and I want to be level 1 in everything. Those are my 2 goals in this. Somehow I stumbled into the romance scene with Shadowheart shortly after I became 4th level, and I don't know how I did that. I've never seen that particular thing happen, so I'm a little confused as what's going to happen when we get to the Tiefling party. Will I be allowed to go, like, say something about Karlach or Lae'zel or something? I don't know. I'm very, very confused. But I am trying to play him somewhat as a just totally bemused with this whole world, trying to figure out how everything works. So I do want to go through her conversations, and I want to go through his conversations. And then we'll rest, and we'll do the Wyll confrontation with Karlach, and then we can move forward into the next phase, which is like try and go take on the ogres. And I'm not sure if I'm going to take Lae'zel or if I'm going to take Karlach. But I think I want to try it once with Astarion and see if he can actually pull off, you know, I don't know if we've got a potion of invisibility, but maybe we'll find one, have him go take a potion of invisibility, sneak up behind Lump, and steal his crown, and then he wouldn't be able to cast his spells, and they'll be much easier to take care of if I can do that. So we're going to see if we can get away with that. All right? All right. Well, that's it for today, guys. I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe, and bye-bye. Here's my